Hello, I'm Edward from Obsidian Control Systems. Let's take a look at embedded presets. So when we're recording our presets, by default, your preset type is just going to include data for that particular parameter group. So what I mean by that is your color presets, by default, they're just going to include color data. Equally, your pan tilt presets, they're just going to include position data. But what we can actually do is we can actually start to record multiple different parameter groups into a single preset. And taking that a step further, I could then actually have a preset embedding other presets. Let's take a look at it. So what I'm going to do is I've created myself a full intensity preset. So a really quick way of setting those fixtures to full intensity. I've got my downstage pan and tilt preset, and I'm going to put those fixtures in that rosy red color that I'd recorded previously. Now remember, when you're using presets, those are all manual adjustments. And that means if I go to my programmer, I can see that all of that data is in the programmer. I can see all of those, the color data is in there, the pan and tilt and the intensity data is in there. And notice that is all using our preset names. Our preset names are displayed in here. Just worth noting, in the programmer, I could actually change it to show me the raw values, or I could actually change it to show me the preset reference ID, as well as displaying the name. But now I've got those fixtures in a color, in a position, in an intensity, all from those presets. What I'm now going to do is I'm actually going to record all of that data into a beam effects preset. And to do that, I'm going to tap the record button. And from my record options pop-up, I'm going to say that I want intensity, pan and tilt, and color data. And once I've chosen what I want, I can then choose a preset to store to. We then get this additional pop-up. And that is because we're recording a preset whilst referencing other presets. And so the console is allowing us to actually ignore the fact that we were using presets and instead just record the raw intensity, color, and pan and tilt values. Or I can actually use an embedded reference. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say use embedded references. And so now I've recorded this preset here, and I'm actually going to just label that look 1. So I've recorded this preset here, but that preset does not actually include any raw values. That preset is just purely referencing other presets, because those other presets are embedded inside it. There is a tiny, in the bottom left corner, a tiny little E, just to let you know that it does indeed include embedded references. If I go to my programmer value, well, that is going to just show me the raw the raw reference. So that's going to show me look 1 being the reference, because ultimately this data is indeed coming from my look 1 preset here. But if I want to actually see the presets that are included inside that, I could edit it. So I'm going to double tap clear right now. I'm then going to press edit and click on my preset. And if I go to my programmer, this time, notice how we're actually seeing what presets we're referencing. So notice now we are indeed seeing the full preset, the downstage, and the red preset. And that's because I have gone in and edited my look preset that included those embedded references. I'm going to go and hit update right now. I've not made any changes. I'm just going to hit update to exit the edit mode. And notice again, we get that same pop-up to say, well, if any changes have been made, do you want to update the embedded presets that we're using, do we actually want to make the changes in those presets, or do we want to break the reference and actually add the data to this preset? And in my example here, well, actually I want to keep all of the data in the embedded references. So I'm going to say use embedded references. And so that is how we can go and use presets as building blocks for other presets, and we can do that using embedded presets.